That futuristic building you saw in Blade Runner. Architects are actually building stuff like that today. The floating cities from sci-fi movies, engineers are designing them right now. The truth is, the future isn't coming, it's already here. Retro-futurism. This is what people in the 1950s thought the future would look like: flying cars, robot maids, and space-age diners. Think of the Jetsons cartoon with its curvy, colorful buildings covered in chrome and bright plastic. Everything has dramatic fins and flying saucer shapes, like someone took a classic car and turned it into a building. It's optimistic, cheerful, and screams the future is awesome. You can still see this style at Disneyland's Tomorrowland. Megastructure. Imagine buildings so massive they're basically entire cities wrapped in one giant structure. We're talking about pyramids that house millions of people, or networks of skyscrapers connected by sky bridges stretching for miles. These aren't just big buildings, they're like architectural planets. The Tyrol Corporation Pyramid in Blade Runner is a perfect example. It's impressive but also makes you feel tiny and insignificant. High-tech. This is the sleek, flowing architecture that looks like it was designed by aliens, and it's actually being built today. Architects use powerful computers to create buildings with impossible curves and organic shapes that seem to defy gravity. Think of buildings that look like giant shells, flowing water, or alien spacecraft. Zaha Hadid's buildings are great examples. They're beautiful, futuristic, and somehow alive-looking. Brutalist futurism. Picture the most intimidating government building you've ever seen, then make it 10 times more massive and threatening. This style uses enormous blocks of raw concrete to create fortress-like structures with tiny windows and zero warmth. It's the architecture of oppressive governments and evil corporations in sci-fi movies. Think of the stark, imposing buildings in Blade Runner 2049 or the monumental structures in Dune. Cyberpunk. Welcome to the dark side of the future. This is what happens when technology advances but society falls apart. Picture towering corporate skyscrapers covered in flashing neon ads and holographic billboards, while the streets below are crowded, dirty, and always wet with rain. It's like living in a vertical slum where the rich live in the sky and the poor are trapped at ground level. Blade Runner is the perfect example of this gritty, high-tech dystopia. Minimalist utopia. Imagine a world where everything is perfectly clean, white, and empty, maybe too perfect. This style features vast spaces with smooth, seamless surfaces and absolutely no decorations or personal touches. Everything is geometric and sterile, creating an unsettling calm. Movies like Gattaca show this pristine future where individuality seems to have been erased for the sake of perfect order. Orbital. This is where the ultra-rich escape to when Earth gets too crowded or polluted. Picture massive space stations shaped like spinning wheels, with artificial gravity and luxury interiors that put Earth's best resorts to shame. These orbital cities have manicured parks, spacious villas, and stunning views of space, basically cosmic country clubs for the 1%. The space station in Elysium perfectly captures this exclusive, segregated future. Solarpunk. Finally, some good news. This style imagines a future where technology and nature work together beautifully. Buildings are covered in living walls of plants, rooftops bloom with gardens, and skyscrapers double as vertical farms. Everything generates clean energy and feels more like a forest than a city. It's the optimistic answer to cyberpunk's darkness, showing that the future could actually be green, sustainable, and wonderful. Post-apocalyptic. When civilization collapses, architecture becomes about pure survival. This isn't designed, it's cobbled together from whatever's left behind. Think shipping containers turned into homes, car parts welded into walls, and concrete ruins reinforced with scrap metal. Everything is heavily fortified and chaotic, reflecting a world where staying alive is the only priority. Mad Max and Fallout games perfectly capture this scrappy, survival-based building style. Off-world colonist. This is what happens when humans try to build homes on hostile alien planets. Function comes first. These are prefab modules, inflatable habitats, and geodesic domes that can be quickly assembled and keep you alive. Most are partially buried for protection, with airlocks, reinforced windows, and hydroponic labs taking priority over anything decorative. It's purely practical architecture for an environment trying to kill you.